All right, Clay, thanks. Let's take a look at some of the newest model information coming into our stations here. And this is brand new. It just came out about 10 minutes ago. So this is great news. What we're looking at here is the newest information. Again, still it looks like Irma is going to make a landfall somewhere along the Keys as we get closer to sunrise this morning, right around 7 or 8 o'clock. And then it will continue to move off towards the north. But again, folks, we've been saying it for several days now. We're already feeling the effects of Irma because it's so large. I mean, the system still spans around 370 to 400 miles wide from north to south. So obviously we're going to see something first before the eye gets here. And we're already seeing that, seeing a little bit of rain around southwest Florida. Actually, meteorologist Jason Dunning is going to track some of that rain for you coming up here in just a second. So here's sunrise for us at 7 o'clock this morning on our Sunday. Heavy bands of rain continue to roll through southwest Florida, and they're going to be moving quick too. These outer bands are traveling at around 40 to 50 miles an hour, so they're racing across the state from east to west. But that heavy rain, it's still to come, folks. We're talking about by the middle to late afternoon hours. That's when I believe we're going to see some very serious downpours here in southwest Florida, which could quickly lead to some flooding issues a little bit later on this afternoon. So that's just one of many things you're going to have to watch out for as we head into the second half of the day today. So around 12:15, this model is saying that maybe down towards Collier County, we could be making a landfall. However, I still believe that it's a little too fast. I think we're looking at more of a mid-afternoon to late afternoon landfall in Collier County. The reason behind that thinking is because Irma is only moving northwest at around 6 miles an hour right now, so it's going to take some time to get some speed on it, but it will likely speed up eventually once it gets just south of Collier County and then moving up to southwest Florida. So let's keep going. Here's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Assuming this model is right, it looks like Irma will be right over the heart of southwest Florida. And honestly, it could ride right there along US 41, Interstate 75. It could also kind of wobble a little more towards the west and kind of hug our coastline. We really just won't know that exact track until just a few short hours before it gets here. So as we head into Sunday evening into early Monday morning, the rain slowly tapers off, but still expecting a few scattered showers to work its way through southwest Florida. And then also notice the wind as we head into Monday morning. It's starting to come onshore now, so that means that storm surge threat is really going to start to ramp up. Of course, we'll have more on that storm surge threat coming up here in a few minutes. But first, let's send it over to meteorologist Jason Dunn to talk about the local rain we're already seeing this morning. Jason. It looks like that new advisory is still not out, but it looks like any minute from now we are going to see that new advisory come out for us. And interesting to see what's going to happen with it. If we'll get forward speed upgrade on the movement there. It's only around 6 miles an hour right now. I'm just going to step off screen until we can figure out which shot there, so I'm not getting cut off there. But winds right now with Irma around 130 miles an hour. It's about 70 miles south and east of Key West, and it looks increasingly likely. It's almost a 100% sure bet that we are going to see a landfall there in the Keys as we head into early Sunday morning, right around sunrise. If we could take those graphics full, please, and maybe we can get back to that. So there we go. There's a look at the cone of concern right now, still a Category 4, but around 7 or 8 o'clock this morning, it looks like it will make a landfall there somewhere along the Keys. Now, we can't say exactly where that's going to be, whether it's Key West, whether that's Marathon Key, or possibly even a little more towards the east. We kind of just have to wait and see there. But all of the Keys needs to be prepared for this. Actually, about 30 minutes ago, the National Weather Service down there in Key West just put out a tweet. And then they're saying in this tweet, everyone in the Florida Keys, don't go outside. Shelter in place, hunker down, get to an interior room away from windows. Put your shoes on now just in case you have to evacuate if you do get some of that water there. And use whatever you have to try and protect yourself from flying debris. Pillows, blankets, helmets, mattresses, etc. And that is a tweet from the National Weather Service there in Key West just 30 minutes ago. So they're warning everyone to get ready for this because it is coming here across the next 3 to 4 hours. All right, let's zoom in and show you kind of when we're expecting a landfall here in southwest Florida as we head into the next couple of hours. Right now, we're thinking it's going to be more of a later afternoon, early evening kind of deal, and that's because of the system itself. It's moving very slow right now. But again, it will be interesting to see if that forward speed has moved a little bit once we get that 5 o'clock advisory here in just a second. Actually, Mackenzie, can you check in on that and see if that's out yet? Not yet. Okay. Well, as soon as that's out, folks, we will let you know. All right. So this is the latest model run that came out at 4 o'clock. It's our high resolution forecast model. And again, it's got the right idea here, landfall in the Keys right around sunrise. And then this continues to move off towards the north as we head into the rest of the morning and into the afternoon hours. But when can we exactly expect landfall here in southwest Florida? Well, again, it looks like it's going to be sometime during the mid-afternoon today, possibly late afternoon, heading into the early evening hours a little bit later on tonight. We'll get you an exact track of that coming up here in just a second. Let's go ahead and send it back over to Jason. I believe you may have some new information for us, Jason.